Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to return to the REO brothers from the Philippines. They are always great at covering the Beatles and many other bands, actually, quite a wide variety of music. Very impressive group. And apparently they're going to be touring the United States this year, so keep an eye out if you are interested in this band already. Today we're going to take a look at a fairly recent cover they did of the Beatles' The Long and Winding Road. And my understanding is it's the naked version, in other words, the one without strings, the ones that came out years later on the Let It Be Naked edition. That has nothing in terms of the adornments that Phil Spector put in there that made Paul McCartney so angry back in the day. So I find that interesting. I think that'll be nice to check out. So we are well aware of the song, isn't that right, Adrian?
Yep.
Any thoughts ahead before we...
Those guys are at it doing the Beatles again.
Let's check it out, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Alrighty.
The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here. Lead me to your door. The wild and windy night that the rain washed away has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Why leave me standing here? Let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, and many times I cried. Anyway, you never know the many ways I've tried, and still they lead me back to the long winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. And still they lead me back to the long winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't keep me waiting here. Lead me to your door. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All right, what'd you think about that, Adrian?
Well, even without an orchestra, they nailed the cover.
Well, that's how it was supposed to sound, too. If you've heard the naked version, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you hear the tremoloed guitar. It's much more mellow, a track, less melodramatic.
Yeah, the nuance, the key phrases in the song, just the overall sound just makes it very convincing.
Yeah, and the singer there, I believe that's Ralph, if I'm not mistaken. Usually it's RJ on the main vocals, who was the guy sitting cross-legged. Notice there's 3 Rickenbackers in there. I've noticed this band really likes their Rickenbackers. And they're all black and white Rickenbackers, too. So they're kind of matching.
Rickenbacker guitars and Premier drums.
And Roland keyboards.
Oh, yeah. Roland Juno DS.
So in this case, they've actually put up the band member names, which is great. That has often been a bit of an issue for us to try to remember, because not only are they brothers, and my understanding is they're all brothers, their names start with R, every single one of them. So it's like, okay, that was Ralph on bass. That was RJ on the lead guitar on the ground there. Roy was on keyboards. Ray Mart was on the rhythm guitar. And Reno was on the drums. And they all had a backing vocal position as well, in unison, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, didn't they all do a falsetto together in the song? I think in the second verse or something like that.
Yeah, more than one place. There were a few places where they did it. I can do falsetto, but that was high.
Yeah.
Boy, gives me stars just trying to sing that. Yeah, well captured, well done. I really enjoyed the cover. I think that it did them justice, but it also showed they really know what they're doing. They can really crawl into the minds of the Beatles, and what was intended in the first place. And I'm glad that they did the naked version as opposed to the Phil Spector version. Yeah, over time, I mean, Let It Be is probably my least favorite Beatles album because of the production. And yet, there's so many good songs on it. So it has nothing to do with the actual songwriting. There was a lot of kind of silly moments, and I don't mind a silly moment here and there, but I think that overall it could have been a stronger record. And I'm not sure Phil Spector was the right move either.
Yeah, I'd say the album's most notable for the rooftop concert.
Yeah,
Also,
that's right.
This song, I mean, it's very popular. It's very, very good. It's very understandable that it's popular.
Yeah. Worth noting for those who don't know, at least 2 songs from the rooftop gig actually those takes ended up on the album. I Dig a Pony and Get Back both came from that rooftop gig. So I don't know how many people understand that. I think there's at least one more, too. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I've heard of the Get Back. I've got here the I Dig a Pony. That's one of my favorite songs on the Let It Be album.
Oh, yeah. That's why, how there's a little bit of confusion at the beginning of it on the album? Like they start and then they stop and you hear some yelling and stuff. That's exactly what happened on the roof. So anyway, REO Brothers did a fantastic job on this. If you're interested, just keep in mind they're going to be touring America, the United States. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. All right. And meanwhile, why don't you let us know what you thought of this rendition of this amazing Paul McCartney song? By the way, we're so glad Paul McCartney's still out there making great music. Give your general thoughts on the band, if they're new to you, if you've seen them before, anything like that. We're always interested in those stories. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.